this right. There we go. Mary, are you here? Well, you said yes, so you're here. Mary, I have some questions for you. Here's the first one. Are the stars in the fifth dimension the same as the stars? Are they the same exact stars that exist in the third dimension? Are they the same? Yes. Yes and no. You wrote yes and no. Why do you say no? T H E Y A R E H E R E. Is that an X? X O U. Shit. U R T A R E T H E R E. All right, I'm guessing that you wrote yord instead of xor, because xor ain't no word. They are here. Your, and then I'm guessing that T is an S. Yours are there. Mary, did you write they are here, yours are there? You did write that. Mary, are there more stars there than there are here? Like, are there additional stars that aren't here in the third dimension that are there in the fifth dimension? Are there additional stars? Yes. So ours are there, and there's additional stars. Is that true? Yes. That's interesting. I wonder what's so special about stars that they get to be interdimensional. Anyway, here's my next question. Are soldiers slash warriors who kill people, are they spared from going to the fourth dimensional hellish place? Are soldiers, warriors who kill people spared from going to the fourth dimensional hell place? S O M E E A C H S O U L H A S I T S P A T H. You wrote some. Each soul has its path. So that's what you wrote. So that's cool. Mary, here's my question. It's about you. Is your soul still evolving? I N H or I T S Q W N W A Y. Mary, you wrote in its quoon way, but I'm guessing that you meant to do the O instead of the Q. Did you say in its own way? Well, that must be fun for you to still evolve, even though you're so evolved. You're more evolved than I am. Mary, do people in the third dimension who are going to hell have markers on them, like physical markers, that tell them that you... No. Here, let me ask that question again. Do people in the third dimension who are going to hell have markers, physical markers on them that you can see, that tell you that they are going to hell? No. That's interesting. I would have thought that that answer was yes, but you answered no. So I'm always learning. Mary, is the fifth dimensional boring for you? No. Mary, is the fifth dimensional boring for many fifth dimensional beings? Are they bored there? Not you, but for like many others. No. Is the fifth dimensional boring for any fifth dimensional people? E. E. W. Oh, you wrote few, didn't you? You wrote E-E-W, but I bet that first E was actually an F. Mary, did you just write few? Well, let me change that. Mary, what happens to like embarrassing moments? Like I have embarrassing moments, or I used to have a lot of embarrassing moments. And I'm wondering what happens to embarrassing moments of the past when one goes to the fifth dimension? What happens to those moments? T H E Y B E C O M E S N A L L. They become small is what you wrote. Well, that's good news because they seem really big sometimes in my head when I think about my regrets. So they become small. I like that a lot. Thank you, Mary. Mary, here's my next question. What is an example of what a fourth dimensional hell place might be like for someone? So what might if someone went to hell, fourth dimensional hellishness place, what would that be like for them? I H A V E N O T. Is that a B or an A? I'm going to write B E E, two E's, and I W O U L D N T K O W N O R D Q I W I S H T O K N O W. You said, I have not been. I wouldn't know. You wrote KOW, but I think, did you mean? Mary, did you say I wouldn't know? Because you wrote KOW. You did write that. So I wouldn't know. Or, and then did you write, Mary, let me just ask you this question. Did you write, I have not been, I wouldn't know, or wish to know? Is that what you wrote? So that Q and that, you said yes, so that Q was that Q just noise? The D and Q and I? Was that just noise? I T W A S N O V E M E N T. You wrote it was movement. So was it like you were moving the planchette and I like you didn't land on something, but it seemed like to me like you did land on something? Is that what you mean? You were just moving the planchette to try and find what letter you wanted to be on. Is that true? No? What do you mean it was movement? What does that mean? Hold on, Mary. Mary, what do you mean it was movement? What does that mean? W I T H I N T H E or F E, was that E T H R E A D S. Within the threads. So when you say threads, you mean like the soul physicality. So you're saying it was movement within the threads. So I don't really know what you're talking about. With the D, Q, and I. But I'm just going to take your word for it because I need to keep moving on and asking questions. Mary, can people who are on their way here's an important question, Mary. Can people who are on their way to hell redeem themselves in life? So if someone's on their way to hell, can they redeem themselves and then not go to hell? Like say like someone shot someone or something and murdered them and then they were on their way to hell. Can they redeem themselves in life? Yes. Well, that's good to know. Mary, here's a personal question I have for you. How old were you when you died at your last life? Like how old were you whenever you died in your last life? How long did you live and then you died at a certain age? What age was that? $82. Thank you for answering that, Mary. Mary, here's my next question. In all of your lives that you lived on Earth, have you ever been an American? I'm an American, so I'm interested if you were an American ever. Have you ever been an American? I C A N T S A Y. You wrote I can't say, so that's interesting to me. Mary, here's my next question. Have you ever heard of something called the Spirit Squadron? Have you ever heard of anything called that? The Spirit Squadron. Do you know what the Spirit Squadron is? If it is anything? No. Well, from what I know or I've heard, the Spirit Squadron is spirits who help people who are in the in between area of the third and fourth dimension, and they help them not be confused so they can go to the fourth dimension. Is there a bunch of spirit? Is there a squadron of spirits that help beings escape the between the third and fourth dimension? Does that really exist? That there's a squadron of spirits that help? Yes. You're writing more. W E G U I D E S Yes. Mary, are you done with that message? I'm guessing you are. Did you write yes, we guides? Yes. So Mary, you yourself have gone to the in-between third and fourth dimension and helped confused spirits? Have you done that yourself? Yes. Well, that's amazing. I hope I'm never confused in the third in the in between third and fourth dimension, but I'm glad that you help people. That's cool. Mary, here's my next question. Do those who are in the fourth dimensional hell place, do they know that they're in the fourth dimensional hell place? Do they know they're in hell? Yes. Mary, do those who are in the hell, do those who go to hell, do they experience life review before they go to hell? Yes. Wow. Mary, here's my next question. Are there such things as demons? Do demons really exist? No. So there's no such thing as demons. Is that true? There's no such thing as demons. Yes. That's interesting. Well, I'm going to turn this off now.